excited to be getting back to the rink today, but it's not exactly what you thought or what I'd hoped for. Back at the rink just because they have a great concrete block wall, and I want to show you some core power exercises really that are going to help you get that head and shoulder turn that your goalie coaches always want you to sort of lead virtually every lateral movement with that. So we're going to work on some specific stuff that's really going to pay off when we do get back on the ice. So by the end of this video, you're going to be smashing the like button with reckless abandon because you'll like it so much. What I'm going to give you today are specific drills, specific exercises that you can do using a medicine ball, activating your torso to get that head and shoulder turn, but with your hips snapping along behind, just the way your goalie coach wants you to do it when you're on the ice. And as a bonus, we're also going to get rid of that annoying habit where you kind of rotate this way before you go that way. Nobody likes that. Except shooters. Shooters love it. I'll give you a little warning before we get started. These exercises look pretty simple, but they're actually advanced exercises by virtue of the speed and the power of the movement. So they're not beginner exercises. Go and check out the video I did on core training for goalies. I'll put the link in the description, and that's a perfect place to start. Second warning is don't feel compelled to go out and buy or pick up the heaviest medicine ball you can find. That doesn't help. What we need is quick, powerful movements. You're not overcoming, 10 or 15 or 20 pounds of resistance or inertia when you're on the ice. You just need to get your body snapped around. So keep it fairly light. Start with sort of a 4 to 6, 4 to 8 pound range and go from there. Make sure you have a concrete block wall. Do not do these drills on drywall because you will put the ball right through the wall. And then you'll have very unhappy people in your immediate surroundings. So find a concrete, like a brick wall, concrete block wall, something that is not going to give. Let's get into the exercises. At the end of this video, I'll give you a rundown on the different types of medicine ball and which ones I think are best, or if you're only going to buy one medicine ball, get this certain kind. I'll give you straight up, this isn't it. But the first exercise, we'll go through the exercises and then I'll give you the scoop. The first exercise we're going to do is just a toe kneeling rotary pass. So we want this, remember, we're talking about core rotation power, rotary power from your torso. So this can't just be an arm exercise. You can't just throw the ball with your arms. Sometimes we do that in an attempt to just keep our torso perfectly still. That's true core stabilization. Our purpose here today is to generate some rotary power. So we need to think about bracing a little bit with our abdominals, just like if we're going to get a little punch in the stomach. And then as we turn our head and shoulders, we come along with our torso. So almost like I'm rotating here and then my foot's going to come up and we're going to push. So from our tall kneeling position, don't get sitting back in your hips. We're going to rotate. So I'm trying to generate that quick, powerful throw. I'm trying not to dip my shoulder into it. I see that a lot in the gym. People get sort of here. We want to stay tall. So we're here, boom, and we can rotate around. And I just brought along a towel from home to kneel on just to give me some cushion on this asphalt. So the next one we're going to do is a wide kneeling rotary pass. So this is going to put more length into my adductors, because a lot of times that's when adductor injuries occur, groin strains occur, is that we're in a lengthened position, but then we add on a movement this way or this way. So start easy. Don't go as wide as you possibly can to start with, and don't throw as hard as you can when you start. Sort of get a feel, hey, what's this going to be like, because it's going to be different. So again, I'm getting my torso, my head, my shoulders to lead that pattern, and it's a quick, powerful push. I'm linking them. I'm trying not to stop and go, unless you're just trying to learn, okay, well, how do I catch it? And then you could just catch it, but the idea is to get the power, the plyometrics, the speed, and to link them together. We want to work the hips from different positions, different angles, so we're going to come into a half kneeling position. This one actually, because this leg is up, I can actually bring my hips around a little bit as I go. Let's see what that looks like. but I'm also going to do it the other way. So in this one, I actually can use my lateral hip a little bit. I can open my hips this way. When we go the other way, what does that do? Well, then we have to stabilize a little more using the inside of our leg, using our adductors, and we're not going to be able to snap our hips around quite as much. From those two positions, we're going to go to a half kneeling groin. So again, warning, this is going to put strain on your adductors. Don't go as wide as you can. Don't go as fast and hard as you can. Start a little bit easy, but we've really lengthened this out. These are going to tie in with our abdominal obliques. So as I pass this way, there's going to be more tension, more impulse on those muscles. And then, you guessed it, we're going to go the other way as well, because I see a lot of actually groin injuries happen when goalies reach back towards this extended leg. So we want to build that rotation in there and also sort of train this chain how to accommodate that. So there are 4 different patterns. I wouldn't say one's better than the other. They're just different, and we're using your hips and your torso and that chain of muscles in different ways. So start slow, get the pattern, make sure you're thinking about engaging your abdominals, not bracing as hard as you can, just turning them on and getting that head and shoulder rotation as you go for some quick, powerful passes. You've seen Mitch Korn and some of the other NHL goalie coaches using a medicine ball on the ice with their goalies, and really what it does is it gives you something to stabilize against, and it also magnifies if you're not maintaining your stability. You know, if I am pushing this way and the ball's going that way, well, that's counter rotation. That I'm losing that positioning. I'm not getting around where I want to be, and having the medicine ball and that extra little load really highlights that fact for all to see. So, you know, this is a way you can practice some of those components that the goalie coaches on the ice are trying to get after. So here's a little bonus tip for you. There are a lot of different kinds of medicine balls. So this is what's called a dead ball. It's also referred to as a slam ball. It's nice to use inside because it doesn't bounce around a lot. You can use it against the wall. You can see it did come off the wall with a little bit of speed, but it's not the best use for this application, or this application isn't the best for this ball. If I was going to get one medicine ball only, I would get a 6-pound. If you're really strong and you've done these kind of drills before, maybe an 8-pound medicine ball that bounces. Now, don't use those for med ball slams, or if you do, be really, really careful, because I've seen so many people do a slam when that ball comes right back up into their face. Broken nose. Not a pretty sight. But for this, it's a good application. It's going to come off with some good speed, so you'll probably be able to be further from the wall than I am. But yeah, if I was going to get one medicine ball, that's what I would get. So now is the time that you smash that like button with reckless abandon, like I told you you would want to. I told you you would want to. So let it go. Get it all out. Oh, wait. Good. Awesome. Nice reckless abandon. I really like that. If you missed the video on how goalies get a strong core, a link somewhere on this screen might miraculously appear, might also not miraculously appear, in which case I'll put it in the description below so you can find it there. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching the video. I am humbled to get all your likes and subscriptions and comments. I really appreciate it. Until next time, let's rip some medicine balls. Whoosh.